Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Florida State head coach here before the kick. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. To get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Runs for the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Edwards. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have...
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Hits him with a stiff arm. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Second and long here. Working the ground game. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he added the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. backfield, it's Meadows. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Throwing Russell. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills.
Makes the grab and room to run. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Plows through the defense. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Makes a catch at the 10. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. looks as if he's going to run it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Russell. Rush right in his face. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass at me down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Runs through a tackle. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Rides to the back. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. And they head to the locker rooms, 2 quarters in the book 10. Time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Noles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Russell on play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Just smothered on the play.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is number one in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up.
Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes with the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's past the marker. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keelan Russell. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back. It's Russell. He's got it. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Here's Gibson to begin the drive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Raiola to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Mays. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And, man, it's so hard to stop those touch passes, man, because you get a receiver going across the formation, and you got to communicate really, really fast, and it sets up other things. And you watch how the defense plays it, but right there, nice job getting to the edge, getting the first down, but also now I can fake this. I can use this.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. The extra point here would tie the game. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. They're going to ride this running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Throwing Russell. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on 4. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Florida State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Quarterback will keep it. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards.
Going deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field, big-time play, big-time throw, receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Gibson one more time. Finding some room. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, no! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That #1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Might as well run him again. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. on this quarterback. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. With the catch, it's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Russell. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Tide ready to roll on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Tide will get the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense
snags it, and he's open. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Russell. Left side is Edwards. Touchdown, Alabama! the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
Sets his feet, it's Russell. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He is in, and they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's a give to Gibson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gibson again. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. This kicker has missed his only attempt and desperately needs this one for the game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Quick give. Uh-oh, look out. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he drops it. Oh, he dropped it, and the game's over. A chance to win the game in his fingers.